Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning, May is strength is not just destructive power. This is a common misconception. The misconception here is that because a character can blow up more, because a character can destroy more, they are more powerful. False. This is a very bad way of looking at strength. Why is that? Because strength itself can come from multiple avenues. Strength itself doesn't have one definition. Strength can be physical, it can be mental, it can be emotional, it can be spiritual. And when it pertains to combat, it can be intelligence, it can be stamina, it can be durability, it can be endurance, it can be speed, it can be abilities themselves. It doesn't have to be solely destructive power. And when you look at Toriko, right now he has the ability to literally make creatures that are below the capture level of 600 fear him to the point where they are dead, pretty much, because they killed and they ate this one Yodo dude. Toriko was able to perform the ultimate routine to where he was able to actually create this illusion that was actually kind of real. And understand this, the ultimate routine and the illusions that stem from the ultimate routine, the images, there is a certain degree of reality warping there is, because these illusions can sometimes affect the environment around them. I believe when Aimaru performed his illusion, his ultimate routine, when he first showed Toriko this, I believe that one of the boulders right next to Toriko started to crack and break down. So simply imagining this particular scenario, Aimaru was able to actually alter, to a certain degree, the scenery around it. So there is a degree of reality warping. Not a great degree, but there is a degree. So the illusions that are performed via ultimate routine are kind of real. Now, this may actually be the main reason why this actually occurs, maybe due to the fact that the majority of the rock formations that exist on the planet are gourmet cell infused. So maybe in that sense, he's actually affecting the gourmet cells within the bedrock, within the rock that comprised of gourmet cells. So again, that's according to Coco's theory, but we're not too sure. Regardless, here, that's a phenomenal ability. So you can't tell me that like Zebra is stronger than Toriko because Zebra can destroy more. No, of course not. That's ridiculous. This is a common misconception of what power, of what strength is. That is why when I do, I can't say when I do because it's been too long. It's been way too long since I've done versus matchup stuff. But when I do, I categorize and I take into consideration all aspects that I possibly can in order to gauge one character's strength. I call it overall combat ability. I mean, is that term original? I'm not too sure. I have no idea. I don't care. Fuck it. That's what I called it. I'm like, fuck it. We're calling it overall combat ability because that's what it is. So the thing here is that Toriko right now, at this point in time, I think he's stronger than Zebra. Because Zebra has yet to show, this kind of ability. Just saying. Now, moving on. They ate the one Yodel. That threw me off. I'm not gonna lie, because it has a human face, okay? It had a human face, like an old man human face, and like really giant nose, was balding, huge eyebrows, and they ate it. They fucking ate the one Yodel. I'm like, okay, alright, that's kind of weird. I mean, they also ate the leeches, and they also ate that one, like, Phoenix Devil Bird thing that was fighting against Kiss, because Kiss apparently killed it, and then they ate it. So, the thing here is that we see the end result of their conflicts. The leeches have been eaten. I mean, and I'll give props to Komatsu, because Komatsu, he was able to actually cook this stuff, like, on the spot. Like, there's some giant pan there, too, and apparently, like, the giant pan belongs, or the giant pan, the giant pot, was actually in the Octomelon thing. And I don't think that Komatsu took it out on his own. Because there's no way. Komatsu does not have the strength to carry something that large. He just does not. He does not. Alright, he's been through the gourmet world for like a year and a half, but still, no. No way in hell. So, right now, the main thing here is that the frog guy's in. The frog dude is in. Alright? He's in. And it's weird because I'm like, yo, frog dude, who the fuck are you? And apparently, we have an answer to that. Which to me, I think is a big spoiler. Well, kind of, because you can make assumptions that he was going to be an asset when it came to attaining this particular ingredient. But there wouldn't have been a 100% guarantee that in fact he was, until at the end of the chapter where on the side, on the last page, it says like a key player into capturing air. I'm like, fuck. Like, don't tell us that. Shit. Now we know. Not a good move. It really wasn't a good move at all. They should have kept that secret, because there could have been theories on that, and then that would have actually enticed the mind to think about the possibilities of this frog. But now we already know. Yeah, he's, air. Alright, fine. So now we know that he's going to help Toriko and the others do something along those lines. I mean, he could have been perceived as an enemy to some, because, well, we just don't know what he's about. But now we know what he's about, therefore, you're killing some of the anticipation of what's going to happen next. Because now we know what's going to happen next. They're going to go and they're going to explore the 8th area continent, wherein which they're going to try and attain and capture air with the assistance of this frog guy. Now we already know. So not a good move. Not a good move at all. Just saying. And that's it. So overall, the chapter, it was a very simple chapter. Seeing Toriko and how, again, capture level 600 and below can't fuck with Toriko. And again, keep in mind here that strength is not just destroying and blowing up shit. I mean, I know like it's off topic, but you all know why? Because people like to overestimate DBZ's strength because they can blow up stuff and they can move fast. No. If you were to put DBZ against, like, some of the guys in JoJo's, the JoJo cats would spank the shit out of them. They would spank the DBZ dudes easy. Fucking easy. Like it's cakewalk. Because they have insane abilities. They have disgusting abilities. I mean, you can even argue that a lot of the powers that exist within a lot of the major shonen can counteract powers that have planetary destruction. Because they're just hacked abilities. That's what they do. Hacked powers, hacked abilities nullify whatever. Some of them are absolutes. Like, for example, as far as I know, Ichiryu's Minority World is a fucking absolute. Probably even Midoriya's Hungry Space. Or let's say Law's Room in One Piece. As well as Kuma's power to reflect all things. They're absolute powers. So, again, keep that in mind here when it pertains to one's combat ability. And also, in the real world too. Don't just think that power comes from money. Power can come through a whole slew of other avenues. Just saying. Keep that in mind. Because all of a sudden now, your mind starts to explore other doors in order to attain, quote-unquote, greatness and beyond. So, let me move on. Also, the one Yodo eating is weird, but still, Komatsu props to him. And I did like the fact how we actually get to see Quinn, Kiss, and Terry, and even Yunyu eating the food. Because remember how Terry, back in the day with the BB corn, had an issue when it came to eating food in the human world. Well, when it comes to she, because Terry's a she, I believe. When it comes to the food here, Terry has no problem eating this food. None whatsoever. Komatsu cooked the food, they started to eat. Kiss, Quinn, Terry. Which means that these guys are going to actually grow. Even Union as well. Because Union is a wall penguin from the Ice Hell continent. Okay? And that's not Gourmet World level. But Union all of a sudden now has the potential to be one of the most powerful wall penguins in the world. Why? Because Union is eating Gourmet